Okay, good.
All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about Tan Sao, how I use Tan Sao, how everybody uses it and how I use it, which is probably how some people don't use it because it's considered wrong Tan Sao. So I consider this the versatility of a Tan Sao. So real quick on the Tan Sao, everybody's generally very kind of specific as far as the angle of the Tan Sao, meaning that the elbow is close to the center line, right? Not on the center line, close to the center line. The elbow is a fist and a half distance away. This is about a 135-degree angle. Some people do it higher to cover the face. Well, let's just stick with the 135 for the sake of compliance. All right, so if he throws a punch, I do the Tan Sao, right? Typical Tan Sao. And punch, attack, right? That's great. With this, you have to face your opponent as you do it, because if I don't face my opponent, because my elbow is away from my body, if he simply turns, he can control me, right? Because my structure, my positioning is weak there, all right? Also, another way I do the Tan Sao or the Tan Da is I change the angle, I change the pitch of the Tan Sao. So instead of extending it further away from the body, meaning a fist and a half away, roughly, what I do is I bring the elbow closer to my body. Actually, my elbow actually touches the side of my body. And I raise the pitch of the Tan Sao. So if this is 135, I think, I would raise it to this, which is, I guess, 90 degrees. 90 degrees. 12 o'clock on the clock. So if he punches, I've done here. By doing this, I have more leverage. This is a stronger position than the typical 135. Okay? Because my elbow is close to my body, he's not just feeling my arm, he's dealing with my whole body. Also, because my arm is raised up, it makes it harder for him to come through and turn, because he'd have to turn my whole body in order to get through my Tan Sao. So whereas if my elbow's extended, he could pull it, he could turn, he could affect my core. By here, when I have the Tan Sao here, it's a harder path so I'm going to aim it right towards his nose. Here's a harder path, whereas if I have a Tan Sao at the 135-degree level, he could punch over top of my Tan Sao easily. So pull it down a little bit, right? But by having it extended up, see, when he tries to lock and pull it down, you don't have the leverage to do it. I can fight his pull and then reverse it, and while he's pulling my hand, I can strike and hit him at the same time. So that's what I call the versatility of the Tan Sao. Basically, I use my Tan Sao in a lot of different ways. Like, it could be the typical 135. I can keep at the 135 level, but keep it close to my body. So when I'm very close, like within a grappling range, I pull the elbow back. I let the elbow touch my side, so I have the leverage. So it makes it harder for him to manipulate my Tan Sao. Whereas if I keep it here, if I create space by bringing my body away, when he lobs or pops, he can get in. It'll be easier for him to get in by putting my elbow against my body, and his elbow is out. I have more power. I have a better structural position than he does. So my Tan Sao goes anywhere from this position to here and up to here. That's basically it.